Hey y'all. Happy Friday, TJIF. It's your girl V with Reality Recap, and we are here to have a chit chat, have a little kiki on last night's episode of Real Housewives of Orange County. This is your midday tea talk. Let me know if you guys watched last night's episode of Real Housewives of Orange County. We are streaming live right now across Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. You can comment, interact. I can read your comments, see your thoughts on the episode as we go through it. Don't forget to come back. We have our midday tea talks almost every single day at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be back tomorrow with a midday tea talk on tonight's episode of Love After Lockup. I already gave you guys one sneak peek. I'll definitely give you another one of tonight's episode. And surprise, guys! Reality Recap is entering its interview era. I am moving along in this podcasting game. So, Saturday night, I will be interviewing live. That will stream live across Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. I will be interviewing Letitia Collier from the current season of Love After Lockup. We saw her on Love During Lockup with her incarcerated husband, Keith. So we will be streaming live. I said, be nice, y'all, in the comments with y'all questions. Y'all know y'all can get shady now. But I will be interviewing her Saturday night. So please make sure you click your reminders, set your alerts, and that you are there for the interview to ask your questions, hear her side of the story on all of the drama on this season, the rumors, everything. So make sure you tune in, all right? And don't tell nobody y'all be seeing me with my real hair out. This is really not me. I love a good pack of bundles. I just ain't found the time to go get none sold in a minute. Mom life has been momming summertime, so but don't be telling nobody y'all seen my real hair, right? Now let's get into last night's episode of Real Housewives of Orange County. I'm gonna say that the episode was Eh, all right last night, but it's giving cruel. I said that in my caption that it's just giving. I love to kick somebody while they down. Is what these hoes is giving me so far this season. It's a good season, but last night's episode was just, yeah, it was okay. Y'all know I got my notes, and the first thing I wrote in my notes is Alexis talked too damn much. I don't know what what was the reasoning. I know the reasoning. She was brought back because she's dating John Jansen, Johnny J. Hey, Love D Nice said it was okay. Yeah, it was just okay episode. I totally agree. Alexis talked too damn much. I always say if a person show you who they are the first time, believe them. She is exactly the same she was when she was on this show many moons ago. Nothing has changed. She still talks too much. She's still out here defending men that she barely know herself, always getting into a relationship with somebody she barely know. And I don't get her hate for Shannon so much because Shannon to me is truly not on this show bashing Johnny J or trying to take him down. She don't even really be mentioning him unless it's something that was mentioned to her or her it being brought to her. So I don't get what her motive is. Like we're getting to know more about Johnny J this season than we are Alexis. We don't see no scenes filmed with her and her home, her children. What's your relationship like with your ex-husband? Do you have a relationship with him at all? Like we don't see none of that. Just her talking about Shannon. Love D Nice said, I don't like how they doing my girl Shannon. Yeah, I really don't either. I really don't. I don't I don't like the lack of support from Tamra, who's supposed to be her friend, but we know how Tamra do. Every season she found a new friend to tear down and make her storyline so that she could stay on the show. But I don't like how Tamra's being treated. I don't like how Emily is doing Jen while she go through her financial issues. Like, girl, your best friend Gina was still I don't even want to say was in the same boat, still in the same boat, kicking out her boyfriend so she could have enough room in her casita. So I really, and Tamra as well, somehow she knows hard work. Girl, I keep telling y'all, many seasons back, we saw Tamra too going through her financial struggles searching through her garage for clothes with tags on it so she could sell it on eBay. So, girl, please. It's definitely not giving any type of support, any type of camaraderie, girl power. It ain't giving none of that. Even how they trying to do Heather. If Heather called the paparazzi, so fucking what? Okay? If she did, would you mad because they wouldn't come if you called? I'm just over all of the just mean nastiness and bashing. It's not even shady or fun shade. It's just honestly getting on my nerves at this point. Love D Night says she on this show to take down Shannon and she can exit for real. Like if that was the case, we could have just had Johnny J on the show. He's just all she is campaigning for him and being his mouthpiece. Love D Night said don't let them play in the OG's face. I'm telling you, definitely they are playing for real. I also didn't even like how when they came back from the girls trip after Shannon had been so vulnerable with Heather, Gina, and Emily, telling them about John Jansen suing her for the $75,000. Allegedly, he's suing her for money that he gave her for a facelift, which in her mind and mine too, if you're my boyfriend and you give me money, you're not gonna come back afterwards. If I didn't sign nothing, it wasn't no agreement, if it wasn't no payment plan set up, that now I owe you this money back so you could go take care of Alexis. Like, boy, bye. But what I didn't like is how they were saying like, oh well, this must means what Shannon was saying was not true. That she was saying she always paid for everything, and he never even picked up the tab for dinner. That's not necessarily true. If she's saying at the beginning of the relationship everything she paid out of pocket, I don't even know why they trying to take it there or why it was even a mention of that. But if she did pay towards the beginning of the relationship and then he came out and maybe he got a tax break, I don't know, and gave her money for a facelift, does not mean that what she's saying was not true. I believe what Shannon was saying. Love D Night said only one who really getting it is Heather. Let's be for real, for real. These old ladies pissing me off. Yeah. Yeah, she's the only one giving opulence. Heather should really be on Beverly Hills at this point. She's the only one giving rich lifestyle opulence. You know, Emily is crass and rude. All the things that she was mad that Gina said about her. Like, sis, you peed in Kathy's bushes because you ain't want to go in the house and meet her husband. Like, how crass is that? Like, they're not giving opulence at Housewives at all. Gina with this terrible interview look. I can't, y'all. I really can't. But no, none of them are giving housewife era at all. And Shannon, she went on to say she refused to pay John Jansen. She ain't paying him shit, and I totally agree. Take it to trial, sis. Take it to trial. I know it may be lawyer fees involved, but this should be, girl, you should be able to represent yourself and just say, like, look, judge, we ain't got no agreement, nothing the saying that I'm supposed to pay him back. I wouldn't even pay a lawyer for that because that's straight foolishness. I would just represent myself. I'd figure it out on YouTube University how to represent yourself and go on there and tell him to kiss her foot. What the hell he talking about? Also, we saw Jen talk about finding out her ex-husband is with one of her friends. She said that her ex-husband and her are struggling with co-parenting. He has her blocked on everything. And that she found out that one of her friends, and who was her interior decorator when she was married to her husband, is now dating her husband. Kind of felt like, girl, you ain't got no leg to stand on. You cheated on the man with Ryan and left him for Ryan, and now you worried about him being with one of your friends / interior decorator. Tomato is what I say. Like, one hand washes the other, and it takes two to wash the face. If you hear me, if you understand, don't let that go over your head. But I just feel like it's more to that. Like, she's saying that seeing. And of course, the messy Tamra like, oh, when he ain't blocked me, let me show you the video. Yeah, they over her house. They your children over there, everything. I said, this girl, read the room, sis. Read the room. So she was upset, just saying, seeing her family with another woman. Yeah, well, that's the price you pay when you want to leave with a scammer. I don't know what you want from me. Like, I sympathize with her what she's going through financially and having to get evicted and trying to figure things out after really being taken care of by your husband all your life since young, never really having to fend for yourself. I get it, I understand it, but girl, you left, so you can't be up here crying about him dating an interior decorator. Love D Nice said they trying to blackmail her and everyone think it's cool. It's not. And Tamra, you know better. Yeah, I just they definitely. I think you're talking about Shannon, right? They definitely trying to blackmail her, with the videos and saying that they're gonna release these videos. I don't even. That's what I said. Like I would just go to court, represent myself, and tell them they're trying to blackmail me. There was no agreement in place. You got evidence right here on the show with them trying to with Miss Alexis basically threatening to release these videos if she don't pay up or stop talking about him, which she is not. So yeah, I would take all that evidence up there and represent myself, not pay no lawyer fees, and be done with it. What else happened last night? Gina and Emily had an interesting conversation. They talked about their issues from the previous episode where Emily was told that Gina was talking about her by good old Shannon. Shannon was being messy, y'all. But Shannon let Emily know in the last episode that Gina was talking about her and saying that she's like a mean girl. She's rude, aggressive, all true things. And I feel like that's why Emily got so upset because she know it was true. Real talk. Like you knew that was true. That's why you got upset. Like let's keep it 100, sis. Um at the end of the day, I felt like Emily has been rude and aggressive unnecessarily, especially with Jen this entire season so far. Love D Nice said, "How Emily, her lawyer friend, and can't help the girl." Shannon, I swear, Love D Nice, I was thinking the same thing. Like you sitting at the table, something you feel bad for Shannon. Why don't you represent her? I was wondering, like, is her license active? Because she don't go to work at all. It's like she seemed like she retired, so I don't know if her lawyer practice is active or what that process is. But I was thinking the same thing. Why can't Emily represent Shannon? Makes no sense. If you gonna say, "Well, I'm gonna write John Jay a check myself," go on and represent it then. And then and then ask Johnny J to pay your lawyer fees. Bada bing, bada boom. And there you go. But I was thinking the same thing, Love D Nice. We always on the same page. But yeah, I like I said with Gina and Emily and their argument last night. It was pure comedy with Gina storming off, saying, "You're mad at me, Travis is mad at me, Heather's mad at me," and then she trying to find her way in the house and she going around the bushes getting wet in the sprinklers. I said, pure housewife comedy for real. But I do feel like Emily was upset about what Gina said because honestly, it's true. Emily has been aggressive, like I said, and rude, saying at the dinner table that Jen need to pay her bills and she's broke Barbie and oh you got a Rolex on, but you getting evicted. Like stop counting her pockets, sis. If Ryan taking care of her and she got to figure out her marriage settlement and he's taking care of her, and if he assumed her car note payment into his and taking care of that, mind your business. What is going on with you? Besides you in the gym every 2 hours. Like, yeah, if you need something to do, like Love D and I said, go represent Shannon and help her get out of this foolishness with Johnny J. But I felt like, the shoe fit. That's why she was so upset. But they seem to have gotten over it quickly. They're close friends. So at times, sometimes you just gotta argue it out. You gotta, get your frustrations out. If it's built up frustrations, they talk through it. But I saw Emily's side too, where she just saying, if you felt like that, come talk to me. You ain't got to talk to everybody else, which I agree with that. But what Gina said was definitely true. Gina has a lot on her plate right now, going through her separation slash breakup slash still trying to stay together. And then, she got Heather on her neck because of this whole Katie thing that she really brought on herself. Had she just told Katie, mind your business, don't bring that mess up, but you let her go out on the limb and say all this stuff. So kind of brought that on yourself. And Emily also said that she feels like Gina kind of kisses Heather's ass, really. And that she is like a yes man or scared of Heather. Like she always just want to be on her good side, and even saying like, "Yo, you was all team Katie, which she was." She was like, "This is my friend." When she first brought Katie on, "This is my friend. We're cool. We're going to this together." And then as soon as Heather got mad, she hung Katie out to dry. But your loyalty should have lied with Heather to begin with, in my opinion. Once this girl told you that, oh, she had some dude named Gregory text her, we don't know who Gregory is, from a can of paint, and telling you he's the head of paparazzi, and told you that Heather hit him up for pics at Disney, you should have told Heather that right away. Not brought her around. It was seeming like Gina was definitely trying to plot on some type of revenge, or really don't like Heather deep down or something, because you was down with it until it backfired. Now you don't want to have nothing to do with Katie and Big Bear with Tamra and them, like she know them, and she sure as hell don't. So I don't know. Lovely Night saying, "Hi Emily, in the gym every day and out of shape, ma'am. Stop it." Well, she has lost a lot of weight. I did see when she had the little tennis outfit on, that leg. I was like, "Oh girl, you gotta do some more leg day." But who am I to talk with these thick thighs I got? But that's because she is on Ozempic, like the rest of them are. And she actually admitted it, but she's on Ozempic and losing that weight rapidly. No matter how much you work out, sometimes the weight loss is faster than you building the muscle and toning. So I think that's what's happening. But she's still in the gym, honey. She's definitely lost a lot of weight from the last seasons that she had. But I always thought she was, giving it to him thick. She had a little cute booty and everything, and now it's all going away. So I don't know. But yeah, Emily, Gina has some things to work out. She has to prove herself to Heather. It seems like her and Emily are okay now. And even at last night, they were posting to let us know that they're still best friends. So that seems to be going well. But Gina just got a lot going on. What else did we see last night? Alexis, we saw Alexis talking to Katie and trying to give her a pep talk to apologize to Heather, and like, girl, if you want to stay in this group, Gina hung you out to dry. Your best bet is to apologize to Heather at this point. So Katie is willing to do that. So we'll probably see that in the upcoming episodes where Katie has a conversation with Heather and we see how that go. But you know how it is. Cross Heather once, you done, honey. Not true. I mean, well, with OGs in the group, because right, she's had long standing relationships with them, but she don't really know Katie like that. So we gonna see. Lovely Night said, right, I always loved him, Emily Shea. Yeah, I thought she was always giving me Real Housewives of Atlanta, but on OC, she was giving it to him. Like, she's never to me looked fat. She just was thick in all the right places. I don't get what the problem was, but that's what we like. So that's not really the standard in Orange County. You got to be a stick with blonde hair. So she didn't really fit in, so that's probably why she's trying to lose the weight. But she looked good to me. I was looking when she did the what did they call boudoir pictures for her husband, and I was like, girl, you done lost your butt. Go back and get it. It's gone, girl. Then we saw Jen tell Tamra to have a better approach when talking to Shannon and to have a conversation with her, which I thought really good advice on Jen's part. And everybody's been trying to tell Tamra that, like, I can't even say I believe she really cared about Shannon at this point. I really feel like she's just bashing her and kicking her while she down. That's how I feel about it. But if Tamara truly cares about Shannon and thinks she needs help, the way she is going about it is all wrong. Gina and Emily tried to tell her that at that last dinner when she yelling across the table, "You hide drinks. You're a drunk. You need to go to rehab." Like, that's not how you handle somebody, number one, that's triggered and going through any type of addiction, especially if you care about them. Your approach in embarrassing her and spreading that on national TV is definitely not the way to go about it. And I feel like she's doing that on purpose. Tamra has an evil side to her. I truly believe that. It's definitely giving cruel. But Jen told Tamra really like, you need to have a softer, loving approach and have a conversation with Shannon. Tamra said she was willing to do that. Out of nowhere, they were packing for Big Bear. I don't even know why Alexis started crying for no damn reason. Like, for no reason at all. She's crying about how Shannon's a monster and she's trying to take down Johnny J. No, bitch, it's the other way around. It's you being the mouthpiece for Johnny J and y'all plotting to try to take Shannon down. Shannon ain't thinking about you or no Johnny J. Like, if y'all so happy, like Emily said, ride off into the sunset. Why is it that every scene you is trying to shove Johnny J down our throat and tell us how horrible of a person Shannon is? So she is still I don't even know what triggered her to start crying. She told me she can't hardly eat. She feel like she's gonna throw up, and that she said at the time that the proof that she had, or these videos that she had as to what Johnny J has, that she couldn't speak on it. That's what she said in her interview. But when Emily met with Katie last night, that's where we got the tea. And it seems that maybe it wasn't said on camera, but they was all in Big Bear together, maybe when the cameras went down. But Katie gave the tea to Emily that the videos that Johnny J allegedly has of Shannon is Shannon almost running his daughter over the night of her DUI. So just, again, Shannon ain't threatened no videos, no text messages, no receipts on Johnny J. She ain't said nothing about Johnny J except for she's moved on. They could be together. She ain't got to be best friends with Alexis. Like, I've never yet to see her say anything damaging about John Jansen. It's all Alexis, and I'm really tired of her. Like, I would be surprised unless there's some big drama that doesn't already happen on this season. I don't think we need Alexis back. I'm good off her. Like, at this point, you could have brought Gretchen back, and I would have been happier with Gretchen and Slade before Alexis talking my head off about Johnny J every chance she get. But yeah, Katie had the tea. So even though she said on camera she couldn't talk about it in her little confessional interview, she clearly dropped the tea, or either Tamra told Katie, because we all know Tamra knows everything. She was the one to even say that Alexis and Johnny had videos. So yeah, we got that little piece of tea. Don't know yet if the videos are gonna be released, but we'll see. But that was definitely, I ain't gonna say the highlight because it was terrible, but yeah, it was just like, oh, so that's the videos. That's what you planning to do. How dirty and whack. Love D Nice said Johnny J using Alexis Lois. Yeah, and she can't see it. Whatever he doing, because I told y'all that's the word around town that Johnny J got that good D, and she's spending the night and getting knocked down, and she's just love blind right now. And it's clear that he got with her to be the mouthpiece for him and campaign for him and try to, I guess, spin his reputation, which I don't even know why he feels he has a reputation. Nobody's checking for Johnny J. Like, go on about your life and do what you got to do. Nobody's checking for him. But yeah, that's the tea. We'll see if the videos actually get dropped. What happens with Shannon's lawsuit with Johnny J. I hope she don't have to pay him not one red cent. He don't deserve it, because all he gonna do is take it and try to make like he got some lovely lifestyle with Alexis. On a side note, in my notes I wrote, why is Ryan painting his big toe white and putting a heart stone on it? I have no idea. But yeah, we saw Ryan and Jen go get they Manny and Petty, and he painted his big toe only white. I really truly believe he made a joke, but in my mind there's some truth to him putting his feet on OnlyFans for money. Like, we have no idea what he actually does for a living. We're gonna get into that scandal, of course, and what's going on, and him being an alleged bookie and all of that. But scandal is definitely still to come down the road. I gave you guys the mid-season trailer yesterday of Real Housewives of OC. If you haven't seen it yet, check that out. But yes, the mid-season trailer shows that we are definitely gonna get into some scandal. Love D Nice said, "Why Ryan can't pay Jim bills? I don't know. It seemed like I don't know why he couldn't pay for her to stay in that house. I don't know if he maybe felt like as a man that was a agreement with her and her ex husband, and the ex husband was supposed to pay it, or why would he pay that when he really wanted Jen to move in with him? But it seems like he is paying for her lifestyle. She can pay for her Range Rover, so he like assumed her car note into his loan, but his car note, and he's paying both of them. So he is helping her out. I think that's why she's still able to keep her hair done and Gina's hating and keep new clothes on, because he is affording her lifestyle. Now the question is, Love D Nice, how is he affording that lifestyle? Because you don't see him putting on no suit, going to no work. He don't trade like Jen Williams' fiance. So, the word on the street, or what the scandal was, I'll just give you a little tea on that, was that there was some type of scandal going on with a well-known baseball player with the longest last name I ever heard in my life. I can't even say it. But he has an interpreter, and the interpreter had allegedly been taking money from the baseball player and gambling like millions of dollars. And in the lawsuit or federal investigation, there was a large sum of money that was transferred into Ryan's bank account, allegedly. We'll get into that later in the season. But cameras had to pick back up. Like, they were done filming Real Housewives of Orange County, and because that scandal broke, they had to pick back up cameras to get the tea on that. So all I can say is pay attention to how much they go to Vegas. They've gone to Vegas a few times already this season. If you follow them on Instagram, they in Vegas a lot. So it's alleged that he's some type of bookie, and that's why he got that large some money from the baseball player's interpreter who was stealing his money. Yeah, um, it's a big thing, and I cannot, because the baseball player, I want to say he's Chinese, but he has a really long last name that I ain't even gonna try to disrespect and pronounce. But yeah, there is definitely some scandal on the way. So check that mid-season trailer out if you haven't already, so you can see what I'm talking about. At the end of this episode, we saw Shannon talk to Tamra, and Tamra trying to. The conversation still started off with her saying and making it about her, in my opinion, with Tamra, making it about her that, oh, you saying that I wasn't a good friend to you for 10 years, listening to all your problems and issues. And Shannon wasn't saying, she said, you're not being a good friend right now. Every chance you get, you kicking me while I'm down. You're being rude to me. Putting my business out there in the street. And I found it interesting that Tamara seemed to have some sympathy for Shannon, hearing that Johnny J was actually suing her. Like, girl, bitch, you knew that already. Stop acting like you ain't knew that already. With you got Alexis in your back pocket. You knew that Johnny J was going to. So you probably knew before he even did. But it was a small amount of sympathy because they both went through that, and she talked about it with Alexis' ex-husband when he sued both Tamara and Shannon for defamation of character. Alexis' ex-husband did. And yeah, like, when it comes to these lawsuits and stuff and people suing you when you're at that stature or have that type of wealth, it costs money to fight these lawsuits. And Tamara at the time was going through her divorce. Shannon was going through her divorce. They're trying to be single moms and paying these lawyer fees. And now you see Alexis is doing that, not directly, but she's supporting Johnny J suing her for this money, and you over here rallying behind Alexis. Like, who friend are you really? Like, that's no loyalty to me. It just shows to me Tamara will do anything for a storyline and to stay on this show. She was livid when she was fired, and to be back, she is holding on for dear life, and you cannot trust her. She is going to go through everybody in that friend group and just tear them down to keep herself on the show. We don't hear anything about Tamara's life on the show. It's all about her feud with Shannon. We don't hear nothing about Eddie. Small pieces of, her and her daughter still not speaking after the divorce. But there's nothing interesting going with her besides her two T's in a podcast. And I keep saying at this point, I'd rather have Teddy on the show than Tamra. Like, she's the one with the smart mouth in the shade. So I just think that the conversation clearly does not hold water. She's acting like she's sympathetic and sorry that Shannon's going through that. They hugged and she invited a Shannon to an event she has coming up. But they're clearly not friends right now. I saw Shannon at the sneak peek of episode 2, and she spoke on it. They're not friends now. So that conversation they had last night already it didn't hold water and it didn't last long. So we'll see what happens in the upcoming episode. Lovely Night said, and Tamra, you was just in Big Bear talking about Johnny J looked so good without Shannon. Like, girl, you are not a good friend. No, she's not. Flip flopping ass bitch. That's what I got to say. So she wherever she gonna be able to hang on and get a check. She is not a loyal friend to anybody. She did it last season to Jen, where she ripped her for being with Ryan and telling all his business, and now she's doing it to Shannon. So, but the one thing about them tables, y'all, they do turn. So we'll see. But yeah, that's my recap on Real Housewives of Orange County episode last night. Make sure you come back tomorrow for midday tea. Tomorrow, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will be recapping tonight's episode of Love After Lockup, which is so good. Y'all are sounding off in my comments right now about the sneak peek I gave y'all earlier today. I have another sneak peek coming for you. So let me just give you the lineup. So midday tea talk tomorrow. Love After Lockup, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Saturday night, I will be interviewing Letitia Collier. She is on the current cast of Love After Lockup. I'm going to be asking all the questions that y'all are asking me. No, Love D Nice, Dubai is not on a break. I did a recap of Dubai yesterday. It's up on my YouTube channel. They are not on the break. They had a Tuesday episode. It was a little whack though, just going to be honest there. But I did the recap yesterday on Midday Tea Talk, so you can watch that on my YouTube channel. But yeah, Midday Tea Talk tomorrow, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on tonight's episode of Love After Lockup. Then Saturday night, we have Letitia from Love After Lockup. I'll be interviewing her. It'll be streaming live, so you can comment, ask questions. If you have any questions you want me to ask her, you can DM them to me. You can comment on this post where I posted the interview on my page. And I will be sure to ask all the right questions, all the juicy questions, and get your answers. So tune in for that. Lastly, I have a special live coming for you Sunday. Sunday, we will have Midday Tea Talk at 12:30 p.m. as well on Saturday's episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville. So make sure Midday Tea Talks are happening almost daily. So we will do that. But I have a surprise live episode with attorney Simone. You might have seen her in my page. Sometimes we go back and forth. She always helps me with the legal documents. But we will be breaking down some piping hot tea on Jennifer Williams and her fiance, Christian Goldwalden, or whatever his last name is today. But all I'm going to say is, child, we are on arrest watch. That's all I'm going to say to you. But I have a special live coming Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Dr. Simone. And we are going to give you the tea piping hot. You do not want to miss it. Yes, Love D Nice. Set your alerts on my Instagram page so that you do not miss the lives. You do not miss the tea. But I have a special episode. We just kind of worked out the logistics right before this show and the time. So that will be Sunday. That flyer will be dropping soon, so look out for it. And that's my Midday Tea Talk, y'all. Promos. I'm always doing promos, so if you need to promote a business or a product, my promotional rates are on my page, and they are here. You can email me through my Instagram page for further details. And make sure you support, guys. Make sure you hit the Cash App in the corner. Just keep helping me grow, promote, travel to all these different reality TV content events so I can bring you the tea live. I appreciate all the support. Please go to my YouTube channel, reality_recap And like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. But it's gonna be a lit week in the content. I promise you that. So click the reminders, click the alerts. Love D Nice. I'm so proud of you. You go, girl. Thank you so much. You are such a loyal follower. You always show up for midday tea talks. I appreciate it. I love the support. I love you guys. I really honestly talk to you guys probably more than I do my actual friends. So I appreciate y'all stopping in. But y'all have a great Friday. Make sure you watch tonight's episode of Love After Lockup and come back tomorrow for Midday Tea Talk and the interview with Letitia tomorrow night. Sneak peeks on the way of Love and Marriage Huntsville, of Basketball Wives. Laura Govan will be on Monday's episode of Basketball Wives, and we'll have a midday tea talk on Tuesday to discuss that episode. You know, they're going on the girls' trip. So, again, so much coming, so many lives. Make sure you click those alerts and go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. Y'all have a great Friday. Be safe, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. And like I always say before I end my shows, remember, reality TV stars are humans too. Don't forget that. Y'all have a happy Friday. It's your girl V with Reality Recap. Peace.